Hello, I'm Andrew and welcome to another exciting trip of railway photography. Today I'm in the Scottish Highlands and I'm starting at this place, Dunkeld and Burnham, just north of Perth. And the plan really is to head north up the Highland Main Line, seeing what I can capture as we journey north. There's some fantastic remains actually, this fantastic footbridge, the semaphores, the signal box, the station buildings, the ironwork. It's absolutely fantastic is this place. And there's a couple of Scotrail HSTs coming, which I'll try and work some composition somehow. There's one either way, one to Inverness and one from Inverness. There's some fabulous architecture around the station. I've just seen that hexagon there hanging from the ironwork. I can just imagine that holding a great big gas lamp over the entrance and the exit to the station. What a shame that it's not in use. Now for the Inverness bound HST, there might be two reflective shots. I'm thinking a coming towards reflective shot.
The next train at platform 1 is the 1507 Scotrail service to Inverness.
That's the one.
Calling at Pitlochry, Aviemore and Inverness.
There you are. So
this train is formed of 4 carriages.
There we are at HST. So I'm thinking a reflective shot as it comes towards, and if I can run round and get a going away reflective shot, it might just capture all the station architecture in a reflection too. So that's the what I'm going to attempt. And this is further up the line at Blair Atholl, where I've spent the night and got up for an early morning to catch the sleeper in some potentially fabulous dawn light. and it's a flaming cold morning. I'm looking for a shot. There's the freight that's on its way, and a southbound HST to Glasgow. Yes, because the dawn's coming and it looks pretty nice, does that? And I can get the semaphore on the signal box. Well, that was motoring through on a freezing cold morning. We've got the HST now to Glasgow, so probably get an approach shot with the footbridge in the view, but I'd then like to get a going away shot with the dawn and the mountains in shot, probably from the top of the footbridge. The Tesco was about 10 minutes early, which if it had come now, the view is absolutely spectacular. The dawn clouds and the mist rolling over the mountains is fabulous. And the HST's a few minutes late. I suppose I've got to count my blessings. If the freight was on time and the HST was on time, they would have actually crossed in the station. But the view of the mountains now is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. The view down there with the mist, the mountains, the light is absolutely fantastic. Just to the south of Blair Atholl station, there's the bridge over the river Tilt, I think it's called. And I think there's a view of it actually, from this footbridge, or this bridge anyway. Yeah, there's a nice view of the bridge, a semaphore signal just before Blair Atholl station. Yeah, and we've got an Azuma, an Inverness to King's Cross, coming south across the bridge, which I thought would look nice with the nose of the Azuma coming through the bridge with a semaphore signal there. If I can be quick and spin round, there's a fabulous view as a going away shot looking towards the mountains straight into the sun, which keeps coming and going. A moment ago the bridge was all in full sun and now it's in cloud, and then it keeps coming and going in and out of the clouds. Right, curiosity has got the better of me. I'm walking back to Blair Atholl and I'm wondering whether there's a close-up view of that bridge. The line's just here behind these trees and it's not well, there's no view at the moment of the bridge or anything really. There's not even a view of the line. But I'm going to go explore and see whether I can find this bridge. Yeah, there's a couple of HSTs either way, so if I can find a location, I can hear the river and here's the bridge. But the question is there a photograph amongst all these trees? Well, it's tight, that's for sure. I can just about get a shot from behind the wall if I fight with all those fir trees. Well, I've just got the shot. Well, I haven't got the shot. I've just looked at my camera and it's completely out of focus, which is a bloody shame actually. But thankfully there's a northbound HST at Pitlochry. The two I think cross over close by there, so I've only got 10 minutes to wait and there's a northbound. So fingers crossed, and I'll get the settings of the camera right and I'll press the right buttons and hopefully get the northbound shot. But I did rescue the first frame of the HST going past. Right, that looks to be in focus, thank goodness for that. I can relax now. That was a bit nerve-wracking. I don't want to mess that one up. So it looks alright, does that one, thankfully. Right, so I'm just north of Blair Atholl, out on the bike obviously, and there's an HST coming up from Edinburgh I think, and there's a nice little semaphore signal here that might make a shot. Well, the semaphore's just gone up, so it's not far away now. It's a difficult one to compose up. There's a great big box in the way and a bit of yellow railings. I need to get down now, don't I? There we are. I'll have a look, see if it was alright. Okay, this is returning to Blair Atholl station for the southbound freight coming from Inverness, and I've come right to the end of platform 2 because there's a long view with a semaphore signal, and I'm going to try and get the freight on the long straight there. Now I thought I was going to get a clear run of this freight southbound, but as ever with these single line stations, there's a Glasgow Queen Street Inverness HST that's due in the station at the same time as the freight's supposed to go past. So I guess because it's single line south of Blair Atholl, that the HST is going to have to come into the platform first, clearing the line for the southbound freight. So hopefully I'm on the right platform. Well, yes, I'll have to be. I can get the HST coming in, and hopefully it's not set off by the time the freight arrives. So it's all might be a bit tight at 5 minutes past. Right, the freight's arrived. Hopefully it stays at that home signal there until the HST has arrived and left the station. Well, it's all eyes to the south now, waiting for this HST to arrive. The crossing hasn't gone yet, so it's not going to arrive. None of the signals are set. So I think that freight's just going to wait outside the station section until hopefully that HST's gone. So I'm just waiting for the crossing to go now and this HST to arrive. Well, the freight can't go through because there's an HST in the section back to Pitlochry. So, oh, there we are, the crossing's going. I'll get set up now for the arrival of the HST. All eyes the other way now. Well, that was an exciting few minutes at the end of Blair Atholl station. Nothing ever comes for ages and then it's all at once. Hopefully there's a few images out of that. I think I kept the long lens on, which obviously restricted what I could take, because I did want a long shot of the freight coming down. That's what I was aiming for, and I didn't really plan for the HST coming in. So we'll have a look and see what the images are like, and hopefully there's one or two in there that can pass. Right, I was just walking off the platform at Blair Atholl and the crossing gates started to go, and a train arrived, which I wasn't expecting. I never look beyond 5 o'clock, and this is a 15:15 to Glasgow. Anyway, so I thought I'd have a go, and I've used these dots down the side of the platform. I've taken a shot looking right down all these dots, and we'll see what that looks like. Now we're further north up the Highland Main Line this morning, and this is near Dalwhinnie. And there's a southbound Azuma to King's Cross, Inverness to King's Cross. And the conditions this morning are absolutely spectacular. There's not a breath of wind. It's absolutely glorious, beautiful sunshine, but I've not got much time and I think I'm going to be the wrong side for the sun. But the conditions and the scenery this morning is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, as I thought, completely the wrong side for the sun. But the going away might have rescued something there. Well, this is a nice spot for breakfast by the side of the A9, overlooking the Highland Main Line, heading down towards Dalwhinnie. Oh, and the timing for breakfast just works out right for 2 Scotrail services. One to Inverness and one from Inverness. So that's convenient, isn't it? Further north is Dalwhinnie Station, and what a fabulous spot this is with all the semaphores and the footbridge. Now there's an HST coming from Inverness. And I need to find somewhere where I can get a double shot, a coming and a going. I'm thinking at the end of the platform, I'm spoilt for choice with all these semaphores at either side of the station. Coming or going, or both, I don't know, I'll need to compose something up. If you're enjoying this trip along the Highland Main Line, I've got a couple of other videos that you might be interested in that I'll put up there. There's the summits of the Highland Main Line and another dawn at Blair Atholl, and we'll see where we end up on the next video. And until then, I shall see you later. Bye-bye.